All right. Okay, so thank you guys for coming to this meeting. It is about the after action plan for the Black History night that we did here on Thursday of last week. So we have in attendance students who are Alfieri, Amy, and Caleb, and then we have the SRO, Mr. Bingham. We have the special education coordinator, Blackburn. We have the math teacher, Mr. Villanueva, LA, that's name, and myself. Parent, Miss Marland, and I think that's it. And then we have some paper versions from a couple of staff members for the after action feedback form and from some other students. So back on the program, what you guys think went well with either planning or the timing of it or what actually happened the night of the program?
Well, I think it was well coordinated.
Well coordinated. With who?
With the DSO and school.
So Holiday and Abbott.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Students were doing their work, especially the Latin.
So the lobby's in. The lobby's in.
No,
The replica, also variety. All right, so I would say in the initial planning phase, it was supposed to be the entire sixth grade that worked collaboratively. But going on the admin team like that, we decided to change it to just MedPro, and then we got back to get that, and it ended up being the holiday classes, a couple of 7th grade classes. So that's what happened doing. So, what do you think did not go well? With either planning, the whole thing at one time, or Caleb, what you got? Confusion about the packet. And why do you say that?
because not many parents were like got there on time or like missed it.
Okay, so the parents were not notified?
Miss Holiday, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you be able to mute one of the two devices you're on, just because everything's kind of echoey and repeating? Thank you.
Better?
Sorry. Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. What else about to say?
I noticed that there was no information including in the parent newsletters.
No information in the parents' newsletter?
Mm-hmm.
Letter. And then was this was October. Mr. B, Ms. K. We got that. Okay. Anybody else have any comments, questions, or concerns for what did not go well? I know we have one parent, so Miss Marlin, what do you think we should do maybe the next time to kind of get things out, or what did you think?
There really wasn't too much from my point of view. I think because maybe Emma kept me a little bit in the loop because she was doing some of the work at home. I thought I did see a notice about it in one of your emails because I did have it on my calendar. And I did like
personally.
Yeah. So on the positive, I did like the fact that I think all of it, to my knowledge, was done in the classroom. So there was less for her to do at home. In a way, like when she was at home, she could focus on the daily homework, but the project was something that was kept in school. So from my point of view, that was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Amy, you think so?
I agree.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
A fairy?
Yeah.
Okay. Alfieri. How do you spell your name? Because I still can't get it right. Okay. Anybody else on anything that did not go well?
Everything was good.
Anybody else seeing this in? On the recording.
It started at 5 o'clock.
It started at 5:30.
Okay. Yeah, because I know.
I didn't like.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
That
I didn't like how
So you didn't like the time?
Yeah, the time.
The
The
time
time
was
was a little too late.
So maybe it should have
For
started
me,
at
it was.
should have started at 5:30. I mean,
Yeah.
should have started at 5.
And then like ended at 6. Yeah, and then like ended at 6.
For me, 5:30 was a little tough because I was getting done work and I couldn't get there. And my our youngest was in 5th grade, and he was having a similar thing starting at 6 o'clock at his school. So even if I could make one, I was kind of split. And I don't know if that's something that can be helped, but that was part of kind of what made it that I couldn't attend, because a little bit of a couldn't get out of work as early and conflict with another school, which was doing the same thing.
All right, so then you would say for maybe a suggestion for the next parent night, maybe do a survey and see if parents have other things going on for a day with another
Or
child.
maybe just other schools. And I don't know if it would be possible where the elementary could do things a different day than the middle school, because it's not just this event, but there's been a few events where the different schools are doing them at the same time on the same day. And those of us who have children in elementary and middle school and even high school, it's hard to run from one school to the next and actually make it on time.
Like a lot of,
Okay.
yeah, it seems like our events are
On
on Thursday
On
nights,
Thursday nights.
and maybe it should be switched to a different night. And I think maybe with the assembly the next day, some parents may have just said, well, I'm coming to the assembly. I'm going to this. You enjoy it.
Okay, so today. Any insights or anything that you think maybe you would want to see the next time, or a particular or inventor or creator or something like that included, or something that you saw maybe someplace else that you like that we did not do that maybe you want to add in? Or, and it doesn't be like history night, it could be like we have the upcoming thing as a parent or educator that you would like to see, or a student.
I think you had a variety of historical figures and current athletes, you know. You covered a lot.
So just to let you know, the athletes came from the coaches because they had a Black History Month project with them. So they did all the LeBron James and the Simone Biles and things like that. So that was included. And then we did more of the civil rights people and the actors and who else? Yeah, and the inventors.
Mhm.
So any other type of people, or if we had to do another Black history thing, what other category would you consider?
How are the
Steve, make like,
Okay.
this is an inventor, he did this, how do we, is it science or technology, make that connection.
Connecting to interdisciplinary.
Mhm.
We did have great ELA students made one page Mr. Owens history poems about historical figures. ELA, she had her students do one pagers on some of them, so they did all the biography and why they were what they contributed to, things like that. So we did have that. One science teacher contributed some of the posters in her class. So, but we didn't do anything. Okay. And then, what do you think we probably should do in the future or bring to admin to help with further?
Could I add one thing to the names, the historical figures? It might already be a category there because I don't know how the names were picked, but is there an option to do local historical figures? Not necessarily like from this generation, but just
Mhm.
the fact that they're local.
You mean from South Carolina? We did.
Yes.
Okay. Did have someone that was supposed to make a mural of Robert Smalls. We just didn't end up getting that one. But we did have Colette Colvin, and we had some of the Tuskegee Airmen in there, and another pilot lady, and somebody else, person, some political person. Athletes, of course, actors, actresses, inventors, mathematicians, scientists, astronauts. I think that was it. So yes, next time we can look into local historical figures to add into that. What you got out here?
Hello.
Oh, he's just waiting. Okay. All right, Caleb, do you have anything you want to add in on any category? Oh, okay.
That's a good idea.
Putting
Oh,
pattern line.
And then the electronic sign.
At the road.
Uh-huh. At the entrances, and then there's electronic signs on the side of the school as students and parents walk in. There's the sign.
I'm only putting that there so I can remember when I go check this up and say what. And that was. Okay. Anybody else got anything?
maybe have it around like the most of the school instead of just like the sixth grade section. Like the seventh graders have their section upstairs, and same with the eighth graders. Instead of just having it all down in the sixth grade hallway.
Okay, would that go under action or improvements?
Improvements.
Improvements. So include all the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
So hallways and students.
Mm-hmm. Because some parents may have maybe their seventh grader did one and they just wanted to come see their seventh graders one. and it may have been a little hard to find it in the 6th grade area.
Okay. Now with that, would all grade levels do all of the things, or are we just picking some things for 6, some for 7, and some for 8?
Yeah, some for 7th would get like 2 or 3 of the things, and 8th would get 2 or 3 of them. So if their child's in like 7th grade, they can go to the 7th grade hallway and see all the 7th graders work. And if their child's in 8th grade, they can see the 8th graders work.
Okay, that could work. Anybody else?
Mm,
All right, how about any other insights? So Ms. Blackburn said connection to science, math, and even like, anybody have any other connections or anything we might can do differently?
I didn't see lots of options for like scientific things.
Okay, what kind of scientific things would you like to see? Because I know,
Like
so our theory actually made 6 of the inventions for the invention part. So he's very good with his hands. So you like to see, you want to see more student hands-on
So like
creative
if
things?
there's like more scientific people who created like scientific tools that helps see things and stuff.
Okay. So back to the planning on that. So originally it was supposed to be at least 30 to 35 inventions being made because we are going to do the whole 6th grade. And then it got chopped down. And then it got chopped down to just my classes again. So that's why we didn't have a whole bunch. Does that make sense,
Mhm.
Alfieri? So if your plan was to go through and we gave each grade level 10 to 15 people that they would research and hand make, then we would actually have, 40 of them between 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll just put each grade level. That was our theory. All right, anybody else? Caleb, any more insights? Ms. K? Anything you would like to see done differently?
Is there somebody who act like this person?
Say again?
Who act like in the sports, like Michael Jordan, who act like this Michael Jordan?
For the Live Museum?
Yeah.
For Michael Jordan. Okay. So to be honest with you, most of the Live Museum people weren't the athletes. So I think I only had, I didn't have any
There's a lot
athletes in the Live Museum.
Or like
There's
So,
a lot of
inventor,
LeBron James.
who act like he's the inventor who stand over there.
so more
Or just have,
inventor people in the Live Museum part?
I mean, there's a student
Mhm.
act like, I know that there's a pictures
Mhm.
of those inventors and their inventions. How about a live person who act like that?
That person. So adding more
A
categories.
mask or
I do understand.
Yeah.
Let's answer that too.
Okay.
We was gonna say like have the like the student maybe dress up as
yeah,
the
dress up
person.
like a person.
So we did, but we didn't have any inventors or any sports people because it got shrunk down.
Oh.
So they were in there, but I just picked the historical categories when it just came back to just my class. So next time, if it is 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, or all 6th grade, and we can do more people, then we have somebody be Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Simone Biles and the swimmers and all that, Simone Emanuel, stuff like that.
I think I would have had Tyler Perry wrote down there.
Tyler Perry, that is all day. So
Miss Holiday.
include. Yes, ma'am.
So there should be a specific time for like people that could show their like if they have they dress up. They would be like in an area, and then at that time they like one by one they show who they are and how they like who they dress up as and all that.
So are you saying instead of just letting everybody talk at one time, maybe as one person go first and the next person, then the next person, and we do that at a specific
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not-
Oh, I think there should be more live museum people
Yes. So like I said, we had to
because
cut back a whole bunch on how many
yeah,
people we had doing each thing because I didn't want to overwhelm you guys with doing the live museum,
yeah,
PowerPoint, and invention and stuff like that because I only have 80 kids,
yeah.
82
Since
kids.
how it was at my old
So,
school, we used to do kind of things like that, but it was just like live museum. There's people who would like, if there's an invention, they would create a model of the invention, and they would have a speech, and they would dress up as the person. It's and more people would come to just hear the children and people talking about their character and acting like them.
okay, we can definitely make that a thing. So maybe if it's 5 to 6, as Mrs. Marlin says, then okay, we know from 5:15 until 5:30, everybody needs to be in a particular place to watch all the live museum part, and then you can go walk around.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay. Now, would that be only people who want to see sixth grade go, or should we combine sixth grade, seventh grade, and eighth grade
Combine. That
together in a
that
bigger
was
area and then let everybody go?
like the live museum people could be like in the gym to where they can
Okay.
walk in, since that's how it used to be. Like the walls of the gym would be covered with people who do live museums, and they would just walk around, and you can make like a fake button or something. You can press the button and they start speaking what they need to say. And then after they
Okay.
stop, they wouldn't talk until someone else presses their button.
Okay. We can definitely look into that. All right. Anybody else? Ms. K?
If we could see the presence of more community.
Oh, we put that at action plan? Yes. Increase the presence of admin? Is that only at the event itself or showing support throughout planning? Both.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions, comments, concerns? We're turning this one more down so we see who's in here. Boom, 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 boom. Now say hello.
Hi, Mr. V.
Anybody else? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Anything you think we should add? We should be taken off. So I know we want to see more live museum, more variety in the live museum, if that's the thing for next year. Including the grade levels, which Alfieri said, maybe coordinating with the elementary and high schools to make sure we're not double or tripling up things for the parents. You guys did like the variety of displays. That it was done at the school and not mostly at home. Coordination was very good. Confusion from Caleb about the event schedule because I think it did not go out to the parents officially until the Tuesday before, and the event was Thursday.
Yeah, maybe let them know ahead of time about it, like a week, 2 weeks before it actually happens.
Okay, but back
So
in the
they can,
planning
like,
stage, we planned it in December. It just didn't go out until that week due to various issues.
Yeah, since they would be able to take stuff out their schedule and stuff in clear room
Yes.
to be able to go.
Yes. Ms. Marlin said adding more local figures. Alfieri said to include all of the hallways. Caleb again said putting physical posters in the car battle line. Didn't think of that. That was a good one. Update the electronic sign block the road. Mr. V said more variety in the museum. Add more specific scientific people from Alperi, maybe switch the days, Blackburn said, and then started at maybe a different time and then earlier, which is parent concern and a student concern. We also had the assembly the next morning, the same children were coming into that. And then include, have the live museum part only be one particular time. So maybe a set 20 minutes, everybody goes in, looked at that, and then we're done with that, and then view the rest of the museum. Okay, anybody else want to add in anything?
Nope, nope.
And the assembly they had and the gym, if it would have been together.
So would that be another action plan to add that in there? Take that to admin
Yeah.
or improvement? Yeah, that's not the parent night, but improvement for the action plan to add that into the assembly next time.
Yeah, I think it's an action and improvement because, one, the admin will have to be on board, so they will have to partake and participate in it. And especially if it's for their grade level.
And it's collaboration because it'll be all three grade levels.
Correct.
So that means what I mentioned. Officer. Take pictures of this, I can remember what was said.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I think. It was great. Diving with that way.
So we had to start from last night and then we went into the assembly the next day and maybe those same kids kind of walked in as that person with the invention maybe?
Yeah, or if it was at the assembly. The big people that wouldn't be able to make it that night or that you or the parents that won't be able to make it, they'll be able to make it the other day, or the kids will be present at school to be able to see their peers.
Okay. Well, the feedback that I got on that was we could not connect the two.
That's why.
When it was brought up before that it was all going to be at first the assembly was just the adults at the school, so there weren't going to be any kids in it. Because remember, you were in the first meeting.
Is this oh, that's how kids go to school.
Correct.
Okay.
And then, but it eventually changed to doing the fashion show and then this and then that. And I did bring up, can the kids who made the inventions, like Alperi or somebody, go into it too? And the answer is no. Wow. Please. But yes. So it was not for a lack of trying, but the two had a disconnect that just didn't go over to that. So that has been brought to my attention already now by 6 other people that after they saw the pictures, oh, well, why we didn't have, this thing or that thing, or you could have included this in this decade when they was going through the decades or whatever. But I'm over when I'm over and other people are over what they over. I can only control myself. All right. So in case you didn't hear what he said next time maybe we should add in what the kids would have done at the parent night into the assembly for the next day. So the kids who were not here or the parents who were not here can see the inventions that the kids made or the blocks or PowerPoint that they made the night before, and they can actually walk there through and show the kids what they made.
My mom that day, she said that at least like more than one picture should be on the boxes. Like on the what I did, the box. Like other people should have done like more than one picture of the person they did.
Hold on 1 second. I got you. So Ms. Marlin, what she's talking about is we have boxes with different information on it.
Okay.
Okay, and so like somebody did their box on Halle Berry, so as you can see, probably hardly see the that's on
Writing.
it. So that would be a different design, but this was a child that I was working with, so she didn't follow directions. And then another one, like we had Mr. Guyan Bluford, who's one of the astronauts. So that was a box. And then this was a guitar that Amy, who's on the call, actually made
Uh-huh.
by Mr. Fleming,
Nice.
right? And then
Really good.
Great guitar strings thing.
Mm-hmm.
and then stuff like this microscope thing. I don't know. Alfieri made this one, the suit that's on the call, right? And then Caleb did the moving elevator doors by Alexander.
Oh, that was so cool.
Michael's Alexander. So different things like that. So they had those things or something projected, and they could walk in with whatever they made, and people could see it made by them. Maybe that
Oh,
would be
yeah.
something like that.
And that was at the assembly?
This was in the hallway.
Okay.
for the
Were
parent
parents allowed at the assembly, or just the parents saw it at parent night and that was
night.
it?
Some there, but I did not know to tell you guys that because I didn't know you guys could come.
Okay.
So next time I can say, hey, or these kids will be in 7th grade next year. So their teacher should be able to say that they could come to the assembly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was not very well publicized because I didn't know that either.
Next time.
So that's what they're saying about the inventions. Have the inventions in the gym the next time for them to look at.
Wait,
Yeah,
show her my gas mask. Show them my gas mask.
You didn't want to get rid of that thing. Well, the
No.
max. You didn't want to give it to Miss Holiday.
I did not.
This is the gas mask that Alfieri did.
Oh, wow.
It's
And your daughter
wearable.
had the old-fashioned pencil sharpener. So she did the pencil sharpener and the pencil that's supposed to go in here.
Telling me about that. Yeah. Were all of these made out of cardboard that you're showing me?
It's all, yeah, they made it out of stuff all in my class.
Yeah.
So cardboard,
I mean,
construction paper, and paint.
they've done a fantastic job. I mean, these things are, you could tell what they are just by looking at it. You don't even need a kind of label. Oh, excellent.
Yeah. So, and then they all had to make a thing like this, talking about the person, their contributions, and what the actual invention was.
Excellent. Very nice.
Okay. Well, it's 4:52, so I don't want to hold you guys all day because some of us have been here 5, teaching and learning and things. So, does anybody else have anything else they would like to say or wrap up? No. Okay. I am going to type this all up. It will be in a thing, and because I'm going to send this over to YouTube and turn it into a video, I'll send you a link to it so you can go back and watch it if you want to. You don't have to, but I will send it to you. Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Got out of the chair. That's impressive.